So shifting of pressure belts, you have the equatorial low pressure belt here, equatorial low pressure belt. Then we have the subtropical high pressure belt. Then we have the subpolar low pressure belt, that is temperate low pressure belt, and polar high we have. Similarly in the southern hemisphere. Now see here, sun, these pressure belts follows the sun. These pressure belts follow the sun. So sun is overhead in summer. During June, the sun is over. Okay, initially take it as March. Sun is overhead on the equator. Okay, 21st March, sun is overhead on the equator. This will be the position of the pressure belts. Now, as it is June, we are moving towards June. So as June is approaching, the sun will be getting overhead towards Tropic of Cancer. Similarly, as sun is moving towards Tropic of Cancer, these pressure belts will be shifting northward. These pressure belts will be shifting northward. So as sun reaches on 21st June, this equatorial low pressure belt, it gets shifted by 10 degrees and even by 20 degrees. At some places, this gets shifted by 20 degrees even. So there will be shift in pressure belts. Equatorial low pressure belt, it shifts the most. Then little bit it shift, very less, no shift here. Okay, these as well shift. Now again from June to September, these pressure belts will be again shifting towards equator. Okay, on September 23rd, the pressure will be on equator. Now, as during winter, the sun will be moving towards Tropic of Capricorn. Similarly, these pressure belts will be moving towards south. Okay, so on 23rd September, 23rd December, the sun will be overhead on Tropic of Capricorn. So these belts shifts in southward direction. Since this southern hemisphere is more uniform, more water is uniform. Therefore, these shifts take place by just 10 degrees in south. Okay. And then back on 21st March, it comes back to the equator. This is how the pressure belt keeps on shifting. Now see here, we have seen the trade winds, southeast trade winds. These are the northeast trade winds. Okay. They converge here. They converge on the equator. And this zone is called as this equatorial low pressure belt. This zone is called as IT, intertropical convergence zones. Intertropical, between the tropics that these trade winds are converging, it is called convergence zones. Or this is called as thermal equator as well. Thermal equator because it follows the sun. This shifts, this keeps on shifting. This ITCZ, it keeps on shifting depending on the position of the sun. So this is called as thermal equator. Okay. So during monsoon, we have seen this equatorial pressure has shifted by around 20 degrees over the Indian subcontinent, and low pressure forms here in the Tibetan those regions. Okay. Now what happens? Equator is there, but here our ITCZ is this time. So southeast winds as they crosses the equator, due to Coriolis force, they get deflected in this direction. So southeast trade winds becomes southwest trade winds. They are coming from southwest. So Arabian branch and the Bay of Bengal branch, and we are having the monsoon. These winds take the moisture from the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and we have the monsoon in India. They rises, the winds get cooled and rainfall will take place. Okay, this little rainfall we will discuss later as well. Okay.
Sir, this condition is on 21st March.
This condition is in June. After March, this starts to shift. So in June, around June, in summer, the ITCZ will be here. In March, see, in March, ITCZ will be here on equator. And now after March, as we are moving towards June, this ITCZ is shifting by 10 degrees to 20 degrees. It gets shifted.
Sir, but equator is means.
Equator is here.
Sir, no, equator cuts India into half.
No, that's the Tropic of Cancer.
Tropic of
Cancer is there.
Oh, sorry.
That's the tropic. Okay, now you got it. Okay.
Yes,
it's okay.
sir.
Now you understood. That's Tropic of Cancer. Okay. somewhere here. Okay. Okay, this is clear. Now, as they crosses, they become southwest wind because of the Coriolis force. They gain the moisture from the sea and rainfall take place. Okay, I explain the rainfall. As air rises, how rainfall happens. As air, warm and moist air rises, pressure decreases, temperature decreases, it becomes cold, and relative humidity increases, and saturation takes place, clouds are formed, and rainfall happens. That's how rainfall happens here. Here we have the Western Ghats, this side, most of the rainfall, and here then we have the rainfall, that's all. Okay. Now, in winter, what happens? This is during the summer. In winter, the pattern reverses. So in winter, these pressure belts will shift. In December, these pressure belts will shift in the southern hemisphere. This ITCZ will be around 10 degrees south. This gets shifted around 10 degrees south. So during winter, what happens? Here, high pressure forms. During winter, high pressure forms in the continent, on the continent. And here we have the low pressure. Here we have the low pressure. Now, the winds flow northeast winds. They are northeast winds. These winds flow and they are cold, dry, dense air. So no rainfall will take place. But during winter, we have rainfall in Chennai. Why we have rainfall in Chennai during winter as well? The reason is these winds, these cold, dry winds, when they pass over the Bay of Bengal, they become warm, they gain the moisture from the sea, and rainfall take place on the eastern coast during winter. Okay, this is clear? Okay, now we start. Land breeze, sea breeze, you have discussed. This you have discussed. Now it starts the different winds. Okay, local winds we'll be discussing. So first we'll be discussing katabatic winds. Okay.
Sir, monsoon winds we discussed.
We have discussed these are the monsoon winds. Okay. Now first, see here. This time you have to study the sequence I'm telling. The sequence you will follow. Okay, while studying, follow this sequence. First, you will be studying katabatic winds. So katabatic means it's a Greek word. Katabasis is the Greek word. It is derived from katabasis. That is, it means descending air. It means descending. Katabatic means descending. So it will be descending air. So from where this air should be descending? From the mountain. So it only happens when, for example, we have a mountain top and near it we have the water body. Okay. So it can be ocean, it can be sea or any other water body. And here on mountain top. So katabatic is these are the descending air. So it mainly happens in winter. And see here and during the night. Mainly during the night it happens. Or so for example, we are at night, what will happen? This ground, it will lose the heat. 1 minute. So see here, katabatic during winter, what happens? Ground is cold, so at night what happens? Air above it, the air above it, air above the that like ice sheets may be there on the mountain top. So air above it get cold. It get cold, it will become dense. It will be a dry air. Cold, dense, dry air is formed there. Okay, on the mountain top. And see here, what kind of wind will be here? Warm, moist air. Warm, moist air will be on the in the valley floor or on the oceans. Whereas there is a cold, dense, dry air on the mountain top. Okay. Now high pressure will develop here, and here we have the low pressure. So a pressure gradient is there, as well the gravitational pull. As well the gravitational pull. As well also big due to gravitational force and the pressure gradient. This wind starts to blow in the valley or towards the water body. So what kind of winds these will be? This will be cold, dense, dry winds are blowing from the mountain top. This is clear because of here the air above the mountain top, it gets cooled. So these air will be cold. As they are cold, they will become dense. They will be dry air and high pressure will develop here. Whereas as compared to the valley or the water body or the ocean, here we have the warm moist air. So low pressure develops here over the sea. And so these winds will be dragged towards the valley because of gravitation force as well because of pressure gradient force. There is a difference in pressure. It will flow because of pressure as well due to gravity. These cold, dense dry air, they will be moving downward. Okay, these winds are
Excuse me,
blow.
sir.
Yes,
Sir, this is the condition in winter season.
mainly in winter season.
Sir,
When
but in winter also water is cold.
as compared to the 1 minute, here we have to compare as well. So just a second. So which will be more cold? The water in winter, what is there? The oceans are warm as compared to the land. And these mountains, they are ice capped. Mainly they are ice capped. So ice sheets are there on the mountain top. And this
Okay, sir.
happens mainly. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Even if there is no ice caps at winter, the ground cools faster. For example, if there is no ice caps, ground cools faster. So at night, mainly this phenomena happens. And during winters as well. Okay. Now see here. Under katabatic winds, we'll be discussing two winds, two local winds. Bora winds. Next is the Mistral. Okay. These two winds. So after studying katabatic winds, you have to study Bora and Mistral because these are examples of katabatic winds only. So how these are there? So first we are discussing Bora winds. So they take place around the Mediterranean Sea. So here we have the Spain. Okay. Then Italy, Sicily somewhere here, and then okay, here we have the okay. Leave this one. This is Africa, Italy. Let it be Italy. And here we have the Adriatic Sea. Okay. Here we have the Adriatic Sea, and here we have the Alps, Dinaric Alps. Alps are here as well. These are Dinaric Alps. Okay. So see here, what happens for these two winds? There will be high pressure on the western, on the European part, whereas the low pressure in the Mediterranean Sea. High pressure here, low pressure here in the Mediterranean Sea. So what happens? From the mountain tops, these winds blow. These katabatic winds starts to blow. And which direction they are? Northeasterly. They are northeasterly winds. They blow from these Alps, Dinaric Alps, towards the Adriatic Sea. These are called as Bora winds. So these are examples of katabatic winds. Bora winds, these winds blow. So they will be very cold and dry. These winds will be very cold and dry. And since they are very cold and dry, and at very fast speed they flow, around 100 miles per hour. So they may destruct the crops, agricultural land, they will destruct, as well they can topple down the ships in the ocean. Okay, this is clear. Cold dry winds start to flow from the Dinaric Alps towards the Adriatic Sea. They are northeasterly. Okay, now Mistral. It happens here. Here we have the Rhone River. And here we have the Central Massif mountains. Here we have the Alps. Okay. So again, what we are having? Mountains on both the sides. Now on the mountain tops, cold, dense dry, they start to flow in the valley. In the Rhone Valley, they start to flow. So we are having a funnel line effect. Or from both sides, air is coming down in the valley. And these are called as Mistral winds. Here these are called as Mistral winds. Their speeds may be around 40 to 80 miles per hour. They are as well very cold and dry winds. Understood now? After katabatic winds, you have to study the Bora winds and the Mistral winds. Okay? You can mark there in your book. After katabatic winds, you have to study the Bora and Mistral winds. Please switch off your camera around, Rajat. This is clear. So we have discussed katabatic winds, and the examples are Bora and Mistral winds. Okay, and these winds flow in this direction, in the Rhone Valley, they flow. Okay, now we discuss the anabatic winds. Anabatic winds is just reverse of the katabatic winds. This time, what happens? We have the mountain top, we have the valley. Here we have the, for example, water is there, sea or ocean, and here mountain top. And this happens during day. During day, day is very sunny. So what will happen? Land get heated faster as compared to the water or the sea or the ocean. So here land get heated, air above it will get heated. As it get heated, it expands. So we have the hot warm air. Warm air expands, and here low pressure develops. Here low pressure develops. Whereas see here, at the same level, if we go here above the valley, above the valley, if we go here, it will be cold as compared to this air. As compared to this air, at the same altitude above the adjacent valley, we are looking. So at the same altitude, here we have the low pressure, here we have the high pressure. So what will happen? The air will start to flow from high pressure towards the low pressure. So air from the valley starts to move towards low pressure, because here we have the dense air as compared to this air. So high pressure, low pressure, winds starts to flow towards low pressure. And this is how circulation continues. So these are what? Second, we are discussing anabatic winds. Okay, anabatic, it is again a Greek word. It means ascending. It means ascending air. Anabatic means ascending. Okay, on the words as well, we can say ascending means these airs are rising up. This is clear, anabatic.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So this mainly happens in the summer season.
It happens in summer season. Mainly, it happens at during day. During day, it happens. Or on large scale, you can call it as monsoon as well. Examples you can take as monsoon little bit. Because what will happen? These winds will be warm and moist winds, rises up, and here rainfall may happen. Here rainfall may happen. Because these winds, okay. So similarly with the monsoon winds, when they rise, they saturate, they fall as precipitation. Okay, that we'll be discussing soon. Okay, so anabatic winds are clear.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, because of network problem, I'll 5 minutes.
So what you haven't understood?
Sir, I understood, but sir, you have taken attendance that in 5 minutes then.
5 minutes there were.
Sir, he's telling about attendance.
Attendance, don't worry, I take afterwards. In attendance sheet, your name displays as well how many times you logged in, at what time you are logged in. So don't worry about attendance. Okay. So in attendance, your name, then at what time you are logged in. If you are logged in 4 times, then it will be 4 times your name. At what time you logged in, what time you left the class. All the details are there, so don't worry about that. Okay. So anabatic winds, ascending air. Okay. So katabatic winds you will first study, then the Bora winds, then the Mistral winds, because they are examples of katabatic winds. Then you study anabatic winds. After that, we start. Okay, we will start the Harmattan wind. Okay, these are hot dry winds. Harmattan winds you have to study. So see here, here we have the Europe.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how are these names being kept?
These are local winds name. Local winds. People there locally they have named. Like if you're having some special wind created at home, you can name that. So this is our Africa. This is our Africa. West Africa. North Africa. Okay. Give me a minute here. Okay, Greece here somewhere. Okay. This is our Africa. Now see here, we are discussing Hamatan winds. Okay, so equator somewhere where it passes, somewhere here it passes. It passes somewhere, and somewhere here it passes. Okay, so see here, Hamatan winds. These winds are there. Mainly here, which winds we have there? Which trade winds are there? Northeast trade winds. Northeast trade winds we are having. So see here what we have, Sahara Desert we have. So during summer, these winds are flowing mainly during summer. Okay. So during summer, these northeast winds, as they pass through the Sahara Desert, they are very dry, hot air. As they pass through the Sahara Desert, they are very dry and hot air. Okay. And now here in the Guyana
Sir, your
coast,
voice is not coming clear.
is anyone? Are you able to hear clearly? Or,
No, sir.
No, sir.
okay, just
No,
wait a
sir.
minute.
Your
I just, 1 minute. I disconnect and connect it again. Just a second. Yes, is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whenever it happens, do tell me. Okay. Sometimes the Bluetooth connection maybe is an issue. Okay. So see here, these are the northeast trade winds. These are the northeast trade winds. This desert is this part of the Africa. It is under northeast trade winds. So these, as they flow over the Sahara Desert, they are very dry and hot air. They are very these northeast trade winds. They are very dry and hot air. What happens here in the Guyana coast, on the western coast of Africa? See here, Guyana coast during summer, it is having very damp air. It is having very damp air. That is, air is containing very huge moisture, very damp air it is, so it's very irritating there. Okay. So what these hot and dry winds do? As they reaches the Guyana, this part as they reaches, what happens? Since they are very dry and hot air, and when they mix with this damp air, they increase the evaporation. They increase the evaporation, and it gives the cooling effect to the people here. Okay, it gives the calmness to the people here, and that's why these winds are called as doctor wind. So Hamatan may be in their dialect or in their language. Doctor means Hamatan. Okay, so these winds are named after as a doctor wind. Hamatan in their local language, that is doctor. These winds named as doctor winds. These are northeast winds, northerly or northeasterly winds. Now see here, these winds will as well have the dust along with them. They will carry the dust from the Sahara Desert as well. And even if they are reaching this portion and mixing with the damp air, the temperature is around 40 degrees Celsius. Still, they are very hot here. Okay, and they contain the dust as well. So it ruins the agriculture there. These winds ruins the agriculture as well. The inland navigation is which is attacking. It steals the very like haze. It steals the dusty haze around. So visibility won't be there much, and so it inland navigation, that is through the channels or the through the like rivers and all. It will be trouble for the people here for the inland navigation. Now understood the Hamatan winds. Okay. After
Yes,
Hamatan
sir.
winds, we'll be discussing the Sirocco wind.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please tell again how it is injurious?
How it is? Okay. These winds are coming from the desert. They will as well carry the dust from the Sahara Desert. So these will be very dry, hot, and dusty air. And they are flowing at very high speed. So they will destroy the agriculture here. These winds are injurious or they are distress to the, they will destroy the agriculture here. as well, since dust is there, so there is still the dusty haze around it. So you won't be able to see further, and there will be a visibility issue. Therefore, inland navigation will be an issue. Okay. Now Harmattan winds is clear. After this, we will study Sirocco winds. After this, we will study Sirocco winds. This happens mainly during winters. Okay. Now during April, what happens? See here. During March or April, they say low pressure develops in the Atlantic Ocean. There is one depression in the Atlantic Ocean, low pressure develops in the Atlantic Ocean. And this low pressure is moving inland. Okay, it is moving in the Mediterranean Sea over the continents now. It shifts like it's moving in the Mediterranean Sea. So see here, in April, May, from Sahara Desert, the winds will be attracted towards this low pressure. So these winds will be flowing. Okay. These winds starts to flow either southerly or southeasterly as well. Okay. Southeasterly, these winds here, like this direction, here, this direction. Okay. Now see here, these winds are southerly or southeasterly winds. Now, these winds flow from the Sahara Desert. So they will be hot and dry winds as well dusty winds. There will be hot and dry wind as well dusty winds. These winds flow. Now, as they reaches the Mediterranean Sea, they will take the water vapor from the Mediterranean Sea. Up to here, they were hot and dry. But as they passes over the Mediterranean Sea, they will capture the water vapor from Mediterranean Sea, and here it will shed. Here rainfall may take place. Okay. But see here, these winds, as they reach the European part, they are still very hot winds. And during April, we have vines and olives. Vines or olives are gone in this part. In Italy and in these parts, vines or olives are gone. And during April, they used to blossom. So these winds, these Sirocco winds are very harmful for these blossoms. Okay. And now one more thing, what happens? Here in the Adriatic Sea, these winds, as they are blowing, they capture the moisture, and here they gain more moisture as they pass over the Adriatic Sea, and here rainfall takes place. Which kind of rainfall? Since these were very dusty winds, so the red dust that they have captured from the Sahara Desert, they have blown from the Sahara Desert, here it falls in the form of rain, and it is mainly red in color, and here this rain is called as blood rain. Blood rain. Okay. So locally they are called as Sirocco winds, and they are having different names here. In Tunisia, they are called different names. Chile, here as well, Gibli, somewhere, Lichwi, they are called with different names. And here in Egypt and Malta, they are called as Khamsin winds. These Sirocco winds are called as Khamsin winds. Okay. These are called as Khamsin winds. Khamsin winds, they blow for around a particular period. That is, for a few days only they blow. So they blow around 50 days. Okay. So after Harmattan winds, you will study the Sirocco winds, then you study the Khamsin winds. Okay. Because Sirocco winds, they are named locally here. Different names are there. Lichwi, Gibli, or Chile, or here we have the Khamsin winds. In Malta or Egypt, they are called as Khamsin winds. This is clear? So this way, this analogy, this sequence you will follow. Okay. So Khamsin, Sirocco we have discussed, Harmattan we have discussed. So Lu we have to discuss now. We have the time. Okay. Next is Lu. Lu you already know. So this happens in India. Where does it blow? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh,
Gujarat, Haryana, and
Punjab, and little bit of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Sometimes it reaches even to Bihar, up to Bihar as well, Western Bihar. So in summer, what happens? See here. Okay, here we have India. Okay. So in summer, what happens? See here. Here on Balochistan and Thar Desert we have. Here low pressure develops. Here low pressure develops. And here in the Arabian Sea, we have the high pressure developed. We have the high pressure developed here. So winds starts to blow towards the low pressure. Here we have the low pressure. These winds starts to flow from the North Arabian Sea. Okay, as they blow, what kind of winds these will be? These will be warm and moist winds. These will be warm and moist winds. Now, as they pass over the Gujarat, they shed most of their moisture. They shed their most of the moisture in Gujarat, and as they reaches the Rajasthan, they are dry winds. And here we have the Thar Desert, and so they will pick here the dust. They will pick dust from the desert, and now they blow towards Uttar Pradesh and in Rajasthan, and we have the dusty, hot, dry winds. Hot, dusty, dry winds. These blow. Okay. This is the low winds. So after that you will study low winds. Now there are important winds, as we will study foehn winds. Fifth is the foehn, and after this we will be studying, this is 7, Chinook, then 9th, Zonda. Okay, here these three winds are quite similar. Foehn, Chinook, Zonda. In this sequence we will be studying. Okay. So I give you one brief idea. See what happens. For example, we have the mountain. Okay, here we have the sea. Okay, now see what happens. Here, warm air rises. What kind of air we have? Warm, moist air. Okay, warm, moist air. As it rises, what will happen? The pressure will decrease. Pressure decreases. Pressure decreases, air expands. Pressure decreases, air expands. As air expands, temperature decreases. Pressure decreases, air expands. Air expands, cooling takes place, and temperature decreases. As temperature decreases, what will happen to the relative humidity? Relative humidity will increase. What do you mean by relative humidity? See here, for example, we are having air at some temperature. At some temperature, we have air. So, amount of water vapor it is holding. Amount of water vapor this air is holding. In ratio to the amount of water vapor, maximum it can hold. At this temperature, the maximum amount of water vapor this air can hold, that will be in denominator, and in numerator, what amount of water vapor it is holding. Okay. So this will, for example, this will be less than 1. If it reaches 1, that means it is holding the maximum amount of water vapor that it can hold. Okay. Now, as temperature decreases, maximum amount of water vapor air can hold as well decreases, because cold air is mainly dry, it cannot hold more moisture. Warm air, hot air, it have the more capacity to hold the moisture. Okay. So temperature decreases, relative humidity increases. So because here amount of water vapor the air is holding, that is same, but since temperature is decreasing, the maximum amount of water vapor the air can hold is decreasing. That's why this ratio is reaching towards 1. Okay. So relative humidity increases and saturation takes place. Saturation, the air is saturated. That is, the maximum amount of water vapor it can hold, it has reached the limit. Now what will happen? As saturation reached, dew point will be reached, and water vapor gas starts to convert into either ice or the rain, or in the water droplets. Or the water droplets are formed and it gets precipitation. We get the precipitation in the form of rain or snow. Now rainfall takes place here. This is clear. Now what happens on the other side? This is the windward side or the rain area. Here we have the rain shadow air. It is rain shadow air or the leeward side of the mountain. What happens? These winds, as they crosses the mountain, as they descends, what happens? As they descends, These winds will again
Sir,
this time what? Just 1 minute, I'll take 1 minute. This air descends. As descending, pressure increases. Pressure increases. Pressure increases. Air air is contracting. Pressure increases. Relative humidity decreases. Temperature decreases, and it will be cold, dry air. Dense, cold, dry air. On this side, on the leeward side, what kind of air will flow? Cold, dense, dry air. Okay. Have you understood this one? And these winds, cold, dense, dry air, these are called as Fohn winds, Chinook winds, Jonda winds. Next time we'll discuss them locally. Okay. Where these Fohn, Chinook, and Jonda winds are flowing. This is clear now. These descending air on the leeward side, these are cold winds. Fohn winds, these are dense, cold, dry air. Okay. Any doubt you have?
Sir, no, sir.